You are one picky goat, you know that? That's what I thought, bitch. Come on. Hello. Give me just a moment here so I can see myself on the computer and we'll begin. Don't forget the little wad of cash for motivation. After the Rockefeller tree is put up, you're allowed to sing Christmas music. That is the rule. Okay. Looks like I'm a little out of frame. Okay. What's up, Dirt Daddy? I was looking for your number. Will you text me again? I couldn't find your new number. You could use a beer? No, you can't have any beer. Fuck you. Go get your own. It's because it's from Mexico. It's pressurized. Well, I figured today's episode of Sip and Smoke. Should I go even more? Ugh. How's the audio? Let's check the audio. I don't speak Russian or whatever you're typing in the chat. There we go. That's a better angle. I don't speak Russian or whatever you're typing in the chat. Where log? There we go. Oh, I didn't see those. Where is log? Haircut? Nope. Ponytail. Should we pull it down? Let's get the hair out. Sure, bud. I'm gonna cut it. I decided to wait till next March. It was actually really long. Sure, bud. I decided to wait till next March. Here's log. It's actually really long. Shit, you on the camera. All right, let's begin. Drink. Cheers. We got. There's no one in here but my grandma. Fuck. I give up. Grandma, you're not enough. I wish my grandma was actually watching. Sip, smoke, and saws. Welcome to the channel. All right, so every Saturday we do a sip and smoke. Today it's going to be our Corona Light, which is kind of gross. Some devil's lettuce wrapped up in a tube. That's fucking weird beer. It's like worse than Bud Light. How dare you make a beer worse than Bud Light? We're going to find you. 100. Yeah, it is. It's 100. There's 150 bucks. If this was real, this would be $5,000. You know, like when Paul Walker would roll up in his GTR and be like, "Yo, pink slips and this, bitch." I feel like Harry Potter every time I have a fucking file in my hand. Alaka Sharpen. The brand new 462 over here to my side. I'm gonna turn the volume up a little bit so I can hear. Okay. I was gonna sharpen this while we chat, hang out. This is what you call a bastard file. It is, I believe the bastard file, bastard meaning it has no daddy. The way that it is cut, the type of cut and the spacing makes it a bastard file, I believe, or the flatness, I don't know. But not all flat files are created equal when filing down your wakers. So, when I hand file, I just go straight across. I don't go at an upward angle. I don't go at a downward angle. I might go at a little bit, like a 5% upward angle, but even if you go straight across, it's not gonna make that big of a difference. A lot of saw heads are gonna be like, oh my god, he's not perfect, shut it off. He doesn't have 60 years of experience, kill him. Hacking darts and breaking hearts. Okay. Caleb Sweat. Sweat with 2 T's, that sounds suspicious. God, this beer is fucking weird. Oh, that's what it is. It's light calories. I thought it was just like Coors versus Coors Light. No. All hundreds. I wish, dude. If I had $5 just sitting like this around, mind you, I left this outside overnight one time. I would have to have like $250,000 in the bank to have $5 just out chilling. If that just went missing, even if this went missing now, I'd be bummed. $150. But like Lucifer said to God, I will put their idols on paper and make them worship them. And look what we are doing. Okay, then after you sharpen, here's a good tip for you if you're filing your chainsaw down, is go and hit all the rakers first. That way the rakers are done, and if your tooth is sharp, you don't miss and hit the tip of your tooth. If you sharpen your tooth first, it's nice and sharp. Then you come in here with your flat file and you miss and hit. And that's why I usually wear a leather glove. And I put my leather glove over the tooth that I'm sharpening the raker of. And I do it like that. Now, obviously, I'm kind of on the wrong side. Or I just would switch hands, I guess, and go like that. So I use my finger as a guide with a glove on. And just slide the file over. Now, literally 3 strokes. You don't need to get out guides and raker gauges and all that crap. Just go by, give every raker 2 hits. I don't like going against the angle like that. I would recommend wearing gloves doing this. It's really easy to slip and cut your finger. More people cut their fingers with the chainsaw off than on. Every once in a while, just give your file a tap, get the filings out of the file, and just throw it at someone. High Russian words. Nice, Andy. What kind of saws do you have? I am in Oregon, and it is decently warm today. It's 60 degrees. I'm in the shade, but it's fair enough to be in a hoodie. Could maybe be in a t-shirt if you wanted, if you were a fatty. PH, fat, 2025. Got a woodpecker up here. Yep, just chilling, sharpening the chainsaw. Todd. Sergio. Where are you at, Andy? I feel like the audio is better when it's clipped onto me. It's just Saturday chilling. Nothing to do. Here comes the goat. Log, Hey, no. No horse playing around chainsaws. No. Yup. Well, thanks, Cook4Burr4. Reze Arc. All right. Reze Arc. Yeah, I mean it too. Well, give it a couple strokes. And give it a couple tokes. Don't do drugs, kids. And you're not supposed to watch this video if you're here. Yeah, I'm getting followers along the way. Chainsaw Man, bruh. Oh, yes, I am Chainsaw Man. That is my left arm. This is my right arm. Don't make me pull the cord. I'll kill them all. There's absolutely nothing out here, but I will kill it. Don't make me do it. Back in my day, 1978, I'm only 36, but man, when I worked in the shop in 1978, I'm only 25. We had a lot of old timers. Thought they knew everything. Let me guess, you had to walk to school downhill, never. Selfish. You're selfish. You hogged all the uphill. Didn't save any for us. I can spin. God. That one's actually not even that dull. A little chunk missing out of it though. I'll tell you what. I used to hand sharpen almost every fucking day in my living room by the fireplace on my oak table. That's an oak table. Until my shoulder was fucking numb every day. And I know people are like, oh, I had to sharpen every day. No, I'm talking like 1, 2, 3 hours a day of sharpening. Because I didn't want to buy a bench grinder. I didn't have anything else. I was all hand file. And until my shoulder started to get super annoyed. I'm not very ambidextrous, so I can't file with my left hand very well. I finally got the 12-volt steel rotary sharpener. And boy, was that a day. So actually, I'm just doing this for fun for you guys right now because I don't sharpen with a file much anymore. I tell you what, this hair can be super fucking annoying. It's tickly shit right now. You know what's funny? TikTok doesn't allow drinking or smoking on live. YouTube does. They restrict it. After this video is posted as a real video, which I can have it not do that, they don't restrict it. It'll be age restricted and ad restricted because I'm drinking and smoking and cussing. But you can't do this at all on TikTok. It would cut the live right off. Do you think that means that YouTube condones smoking and drinking? Log, will you knock it off? Log, come here. That's not your fucking food. It's grain. Stop. Jesus Christ. You can't see Log, huh? He's right out of the picture. Ugh. I gotta make sure he doesn't cut himself on this saw. Oh, fucking chill out. Oh. Come here. Come lay so people can see you. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Goes out of camera again. I tried. Another thing, today my parents left for a 45 minute. I've been streaming for 45 minutes, I think. My parents left today for a 4-month trip. I think they're doing a horseshoe around the whole United States, or a circle, I guess. They're leaving out of Boise, Idaho, all the way across the Dakotas, underneath the, they're gonna go south underneath to Tennessee, underneath the Great Lakes, into New York, all the way down the East Coast to Florida, I think to then Georgia, where my parents' in-laws live. Parents' in-laws. Who the fuck lives in Georgia? I can't remember now. It's like my dad's brother-in-law. And I think through Texas and then Wyoming. Whatever the fuck direction. I don't care, but I know they're gone for 4 months. Roy, what do you mean what size is the file? The size of the file is the one that you need for the chain you got. You don't just go shouting out file sizes like they're gonna fit for yours. You gotta know that you have the right chain for the bar you have, and then based on the chain, you gotta get the right file. Because I can already tell you right now that the dimensions of this file wouldn't make any sense to you if I told you. If you're testing me, Roy, I don't appreciate it. And you stress me out, now I have to do drugs and drink alcohol. See, it's your guys' fault. People are like, don't drink and do drugs. This guy's a bitch. What do you do for work? I stream on live like this and make millions of dollars. Iverness, Scotland, winter has come in here. It's getting colder. That was horrible, and usually my Scottish accent's really good, but I'm not gonna do it again. Nope, never. I killed it forever. Damn it, log. Anyways. I think I need new springs on my chainsaw. Let's see, who asked? I think that the Scottish guy, Andy. Nope, someone said, what do you do for work? Cook. Who's going to cook for you? I own a firewood manufacturing business. Chainsaw Man. Next Gen said hi. Hi, Next Gen. Oh shit, I'm fucking up my... Come on, scroll, you bitch. What the fuck? I hate when shit doesn't work. Just another day. I'm getting an ad on my own live. What the fuck? Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Anyways, I believe this file is I can't remember now, 13/64. And it works with a 3-inch 13/64 chain. But you're not going to take this file and sharpen any other chain that's not a 13/64 tooth. You're going to fuck up the tooth. Yes, you can manipulate a tooth with a larger or smaller file in a technically and theoretically positive way, but I don't recommend it. There's a reason that a chain out of the box cuts usually better than any chain you ever sharpened. And yes, I've sharpened chains that cut nearly as good as out of the box. And yes, you should sharpen a new chain. I've taken many new chains out of the box and examined the teeth, and there usually is a chip or a burr, or sometimes there's one cutter out of the whole new chain that needs some attention. Obviously, half of the chains out of the 50% of the time, you're going to take a chain out of the box and it's going to be perfect, ready to cut. You can manipulate it however you want. Sometimes a new chain, I'll take a brand new chain and hit the rakers once or twice each, bop, bop, the whole thing. And that gives it a little more aggressiveness, but you have to understand that when you see people breaking off rakers or taking their rakers halfway down, what you're doing is you're opening up the distance. You're opening up the distance here of how much wood is being cut off. The raker is gliding against the wood and then the cutter comes into contact. So that distance there from the top of this tooth to the top of that raker is determining how thick of the piece of wood you're cutting is. That's why when you grab saw chips, they're paper thin and long because it's shaving off and has tooth speed, chain speed to make multiple cuts very quickly. Now, when people break off their rakers or file them way low, it's not faster or better or anything. All it's doing is taking off more wood. And if anything, it's harder on the clutch. It's going to make it hotter and have more drag on the clutch and the drum inside the bell housing in here. So, or whatever you would call the cage in here. You want fast chain, well lubed bar, a short distance between teeth here, clean drum, clean air filter, cold gas, 42 to 1 to 50 to 1, however you like to run yours. I don't know, this is something I've never said, but if you think that you can run a chainsaw on different ratios of gas and know the difference, I think you're bullshitting. If I handed you 5 chainsaws with a 42 to 1, a 46 to 1, a 49 to 1, a 50 to 1, you're not going to fucking know. And guys get so nitpicky about ratios. I'm like, well, elevation, barometric pressure, humidity, all that can come into play when you're talking about all around the world. When Brazil to Netherlands to fucking Scotland to Canada to Africa, I've talked to people that run chainsaws. Everyone runs different stuff. Even the mix is different in Brazil. The oil that you mix in gas. I just was talking to a guy, I think he lives in, damn it, where are you? Are you here? No, he's on Instagram. That's one of the other problems is having people that you talk to around the world is that they're not all on one platform. This one's pretty good. Man, I sure hate hand filing now. It's so bad compared to power tools. And if you ever see anyone spinning a file in a drill, call the FB motherfucking I on that bitch and tell them to tune in and watch how dumb they are. A file does not spin. If you can't see the serrations, the way this file was cut is already in a spiral, like a 15 to 10 degree spiral. So as you go straight across, the cutting action is already spinning. And you can even give it a slight twist, which you can see if you follow this close enough. As you twist, you're keeping one line of contact almost across the whole time, which could theoretically even put more wear in one area on the file. And that's why I constantly am tapping my files while I'm working, is to get rid of those flakes, get them into my joint so I can inhale them the correct way. Get that shit deep. It's a thing. I've sharpened chains now for like eight years. And in the last several years with a grinder, a rotary grinder that makes a lot of dust and metal shavings, and I've been breathing that shit in. And I know moms are gonna say wear a mask and shit, but we don't. And it wouldn't fucking matter if we did anyways. So, shut up. This one's pretty dull. Good day, mate. How are you doing? What's up, hater? Hater? It's like hater with a D. You're a hater. That looks fun. Laugh my ass off. What looks fun? Huh? I make you laugh? That one got my dog worried. It's not bad, I tell you that much. This is actually fun because I'm just fucking around. And Now, a lot of people in my content argue about that you can go against the tooth like this, that's actually the proper way to finish cutting. And theoretically, they're right, because you're cutting against the edge and it's deburring itself as it's cutting. But you can also go this way 3 times and then hit it backwards and give it a really clean and sharp cutting edge. Anyways. Pull it from the back. My guy is stuck. Oh, no, I'm just a mannequin sometimes. Yep, MS462. How much money? Oh, this is 150 bucks. It just has 100 around the outside. It represents 5 grand though, if it was all 100s. I've been thinking of doing like I want to do like some kind of giveaway at the end of the lives. So every Saturday, and I'm going to start going live more on TikTok, because I'm going to do TikTok Shop, where I have, you can't give away a lot of chainsaws, good chainsaws online. So I'm going to do bars, mufflers, handles, max airflow, West Coast covers, and I think someone makes a wrap. So I'm thinking like at the end of the live, when the live starts every Saturday at 2 p.m., I'll go live for like 3 hours and I'll have like a series of things I do. I'll give away bars, like a 3-pack of Sugihara bars or Canon or Sumura, I think it's called Tsumura. Sugihara, Canon, Sumura, Organ, steel. Anything but a Husqvarna bar. I don't even know who makes Husqvarna bar. Husqvarna? I swear Oregon makes Husqvarna's bars. That's why there's so many Oregon bars on Husqvarna's. Anyways. Yeah, so going live, and then at the end of the live, I'll give away cash, where I will literally ship the winner a file kit. I guess it'd have to be fit for your saw. Maybe I'll do like a custom scrunch for a chainsaw, 150 cash, and a gift card to your local steel dealer. Oh shit, this money gets kind of beat up. That way, when we get winners each week, it'll entice people to follow and tune in the next week. Now, how? You guys tell me in the comments. You do like echo. Oh, I turned it off. Is there no echo now? So tell me in the comments how you guys could compete in the comments to win prizes in cash. Like, would we do trivia? Would we do we could do like the largest donations. whoever gives me like $20 donation first wins a $180 bar and 150 cash. That way people would like run on their phone. I got donate. Dominic, you have won the money today. Well, it's a little beat up. She's a little beat up. I don't know. What do you think? The circle of life. Hey, I remember you. 500. The 500i. Hell yeah. The circle of life. Isn't this your thing? Anyways, let's all read the circle of life. God damn it. Let's all read this story. I'm dragging a 300-pound buck up a mile through a swamp this morning, deep in the state forest. In the state forest. Bro. I heard someone behind me say, "What are you doing?" Of course, I turned around. There was absolutely no one there. I got goosebumps. It scared the shit out of me. I was on private land with no humans around. You better finish the story. Make me look like a fool. Stay hydrated. Cheers. I could sure use another coffee. This tree has a woodpecker at the moment. I don't know what he's pecking on. It's not a very big hole. It's not a very big hole up there. Well, chainsaw sharp-ish. I wonder if that's how loose the new one is. Let's see. Here's the brand new kit on the block. Hasn't even had gas in it yet. What are you saying? Are you talking to our friend the Circle of Life, Mr. Nagotail? Nagatail. That is one hell of a last name. Wait, are you the 13-year-old or whatever that is shooting bucks in fucking Maine or... I forget. Circle of Life? There was someone else here the other day that was like, I'm 14 killing bucks every day. I was like, I don't believe you. Send me pictures on Instagram. And I never heard from him. I think my phone's oily. A squirrel jumped on you? That's crazy. Let's see if we can see this woodpecker. Where are you? I hear him jumping around there. Oh, there he is. Oh, he is pecking in the right spot. You want to see my saw? That one I can't start because it's brand new. It's never even had gas in it. It's got to go to Ripsaw to be ported. Sorry. Not. But we can start mine. I got two. People make fun of me for having a brand new chainsaw just sitting around not being used. Like that doesn't make you a sawyer. Like shut the fuck up. Like you would fucking know. Got to go buy used shit on Craigslist. Fuck. Oh, I came over here for the tripod. That's a great little office, ain't it? I know. It's so great. Look at that pink Doug fir. That's pretty, man. Let's make sure she's got enough gas. I think it's real low. She's pretty full. Pretty full enough. Oh, fucking tripod. MS 270. Still new, hell yeah. 270 is a good saw. I don't even think we have that one here. We have, that's where are you at? We don't have a lot of the European models here. Okay, make sure I'm on frame here. All right, so like usual, now I was told this recently. You know what? I'm gonna flip you around so I can see what the fuck I'm looking at. Okay, I was told this recently. Leave it on, off, or ignition, because it's a detent off, it doesn't stay off. So leave it on ignition. Don't put it on full choke or half choke yet. This is cold. This has been started all day. Give it 2 pulls, it's not gonna start. Then I'm gonna go to full choke, pull it twice, and it's gonna start on the second pull. I bet you, we could bet the 150 bucks. You guys all wanna lose 150 bucks right now? Make sure my hat looks good. All right, so 4 pulls, I'm gonna start on the 4th. And I'm gonna start with the chain brake off. I don't recommend that though. So there's the first 2. Full choke. Now I'm gonna turn it back on in a second, but I wanted you to see how I let the chain spin And I wanted to let you see how the chain spins on high idle. That's how loose your chain should be, so it spins freely. On high idle, chain break off. Once the chain stops spinning on high idle, I burp it and let it warm up. Lock the chain brake, lock the bar down. There's a clamp in there, and let it warm up. So now on ignition, it should start at first pull. She's definitely cold, but I take really good care of my saws, so they start first pull every time after they're warm. No one saw starts first pull cold. I don't give a fuck what saw you have. Someone said earlier to use your decompression valve. Well, I deleted it on this one, so it doesn't even have one. They're like, use your decompression valve, easier to start it. Dude, if you take care of your saws, they start first pull every time after they're warm. I could do this 100 times right now, and let's just do it. Oh, that's 5. That's got to be enough to prove it to you. I don't understand when people are like, no saw starts first pull, and then they don't explain cold, warm, old, new saw. They just say that like they know what they're doing. It's so fucking annoying. When I've started my saws first pull after they've been ran, every time, thousands of times. First pull, saw's been warm. I don't think anyone's saw starts after 2 to 3 days off, cold, inside or outside, unless it's been sitting in the sun for a few hours on first pull, full choke. If you're on full choke, first pull, and your saw's been sitting in the sun, good for you. Let's go cut a log. You guys got me all ramped up on my rant. Drinking, smoking, and playing with a chainsaw is not recommended. Well, that's a bummer, because I've been high and drunk for the last 7 years running a chainsaw, so go complain to the fucking sheriff. And I'm wearing my slippers. Fuck, I just got so much sawdust in them. In my house slippers, damn it. Sound of those, yeah. This one's totally stock too. So the one right here, the one that we're walking up on, now that I got millions of followers online and I'm famous, I'm just kidding. Ripsaw offered to port this one. So this one's brand new. Never been ran. I got this one like 2 to 3 years ago. And I got it with the 32-inch bar. I used to work at a steel shop, so I saved like $300 on that one. So I took advantage of it, got that. That's gonna have the head taken off, sent to Ripsaw. Exhaust is gonna be done by Undaunted Manufacturing on Instagram. Super cool exhaust. I might get a West Coast cover and have it modified because I don't like how bulky they are. I might make my own dogs or have some made out of titanium. That's gonna be blued titanium. I'm gonna have it blacked out with a Sugihara bar and delete the decompression valve. See, this decompression valve is still on this saw. So I believe what I was told is that the 440 or the 044 deletes the decompression valve on the 462. They don't make a new one. And I tried it out and it works. I don't know. I didn't leak test it or nothing. I guess I could have it leak tested. You can see in there, it's just a bolt pretty much. You could probably literally get a bolt and some Teflon tape and plug that bitch. I don't know. Teflon tape's probably not the right thing, but you know what I mean. This is your job, man? Yeah. Do you cut firewood or log? Smoking weed and drinking alcohol and chainsaws is not recommended. Oregon. Central Oregon. Okay. I need to sit down. All that hard work. Ugh. I hope you don't tip over. I hope he sure wants to go, doesn't it? Well, here we are at the end of the live. Who wants to win a chainsaw? What if I did like the first one to donate $100 to like a cancer foundation? That's not a flattering angle. Oh, shit. I'm gonna move. Ugh. Let's go like this. Ah, fuck. Don't get old, guys. 6:50 p.m. It is 3:50 here. You must be in the East Coast, or? Look, Mom, I'm rich. I made it. That sun is not a very good angle. Cheers. Today's Sip and Smoke episode is brought to you by this orange goo. They call it sparkling ice. .070, that's a big saw. Are you guys the ones that cut it like all super dangerous with your flip-flops on down the log? And you got the whole world rage baiting over here, bro, on that. You guys are out of your mind. Get out of your head. Log, where you going? Cheers. Get out of here. And be Grizz in the house. What is your... What is your channel picture? You need employment? You have many hours with a style engine? I don't know what that is. A style engine saw? Yeah, I don't want you to work for me. The fuck is that? What the? I use steel chainsaws. What's a style engine saw? Fucking, are you from Mars? What the fuck? I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just giving you a hard time. Explain yourself, style engine saw man. 6'7", 6'7". Why do you have to spam 6'7"? Why? Tell us. You keep saying style. Oh, LOL. You're saying precious gold. Yeah. Explain yourself, NB Grizzly. Still in saw chainsaw. Yeah. Where are you at, Precious Gold? Are you in some gold mine? Are you some slave in a gold mine? Need to escape to America? Trust me, I've heard it, bro. I've heard the stories. You can tell us. There's only one way. There's only one way. Nigeria, yep. How's your day in Nigeria there? Anyways, 6, 7. Any computer like software developers in the chat here? Kind of curious. Hi, Tunke. Bro, that is one hell of a last name. Dermazin. What am I doing there? I don't know. I've lost it. I've lost the ability to do anything. You know, FJK, that is one fine observation. Fine. Until I go to eat that food. My dog wants to eat the goat food so bad. He's like, please make this fucking edible. You're very familiar with still saw engine. Precious gold. AZ, no, Oregon. Michael Wheat. What can call me too? Oh man, I got a huge knot. Trying to guess from the sunlight. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, good for you. I mean, that's the same time zone. I think there might be an hour ahead of us. The sun is like 2 fingers off the horizon, maybe 3. It's dark, yeah. Texas is like 3 hours. No, they're 2 hours ahead of us. Central Texas, 1, 2, 3 across the United States. It's been light out late, right, Long? We got this like extended fall thing going on. I met a guy from somewhere in Central Texas that was helping a guy with his firewood business. He said the firewood there is insane market, insane prices, super expensive. Companies are raking in the dough. What do you know? You want a job at a sawmill with a monthly salary? Damn, bro. You are greedy. You need to be unemployed, on food stamps, and out of your fucking mind. Job at a sawmill. Look, you could probably find a job at a sawmill somewhere, I'm assuming. I mean, to go from Nigeria to America, you better ask Chat GPT how to do that. You got Chat GPT? It's a hill country. Get dark, 5 p.m. Yeah. Yep. Probably not even 40 minutes. Thanks. Delta Mill Works. Yeah, but if you're importing a Nigerian, I didn't mean it like that, but if you're in an exchange program or a visa program for work visa, there's a lot of work to just hire someone and fly them over here, unless it's 3 to 6 months at a time. Anyway. How bad you want it is how bad you'll get it. How bad you rely on other people, good luck. Thanks, man. See you, Andy. Anyways. It's getting chilly. I'm self-employed, 20 from the front, 40 from the back. What do you mean? South Africa, hello. Yep. Jobs are one of the scariest things in the world right now. And the fact that our phones are listening to us say those kind of things, and it's reading our frequencies and our anxieties, and just accelerating the idea. So, I mean, I still believe in jobs, but there's just going to be, I don't think there's going to be less jobs. There's just going to be less desirable places like Nike, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, server rooms, custodial jobs at the server places, construction jobs of the server places. Robots won't be here for another 20 years that are going to take over construction humans. So, but I'm already building a SaaS product. And if you guys don't know what SaaS means, software as a service, like Netflix, QuickBooks Online, Monday, CRM, HubSpot. I don't know what other people have heard. Go High Level, your website, Duda, GoDaddy, Wix, Squarespace, everything is a fucking SaaS product. It doesn't have to be a monthly recurring subscription. Stripe is a SaaS product. Apps, anything like that. So I don't think you're talking. Oh, no consumers left. Yeah, it's scary. When Elon Musk talks about universal basic income, that is the death of the economy. Once they just start printing money on paper, like checks and central banking currency, where they just put money on your thumbprint, then it's game over. Now they just took away your skill. They took away your ability to work. Taking away your ability to work and getting money for it is not freedom. Like open sourcing, like Naval Ravikant, I think his name is. I used to listen to him a lot during COVID. He's a SaaS, Silicon Valley guy, and obviously being on the West Coast, I hear about a lot of that stuff. And he said if we all were robot engineers, the world would be completely automized or automation full or whatever, and we wouldn't do anything but be in the top of the what's that thing called? Maslow's hierarchy. We would be transcending into a complete and utter imagination, and not just imagination, but the ability to create our imagination, literally. Okay, bye, Mr. Nagotail. Yeah, about once a week or so, I go live like this and just hang out. But that doesn't mean that now isn't a bad time to start a robot insurance company, an AI company, a SaaS product. Get it to 10, 20, 40 grand a month, 50 grand a month, no matter what you have to do, 4 to 5,000 outreaches or ads or whatever the fuck you have to do to get it to that 10 to 100,000 a month. That is 100 to a million, 100,000 to a million a year. Get that at an 8x evaluation, sell it for $1 to $8 million and cash out. Do the next thing. It's kind of like making an excuse every time we've had a technological split in the common era is to complain or to adapt that current timing. Like when the carriage came out, people weren't trying to make cars yet. They just made carriages and went along with it. Self-actualization is a goal. Yeah. Transcending self-actualization. But I don't believe that that's like becoming an angel or like becoming a ghost or like flying in heaven. I think self-actualization is like self-actualizing in reality. Like God spoke and made earth. If that's true, then imagine what we can immediately make if we have the ability to immediately make something. Ugh. Imagine what people could do with a 3D printer that's free, that just shows up and runs free and has no cost, and it just runs off imagination. No barrier, no software to use. Are you ready for dinner? What time is it? All right, guys, it's been an hour and 7 minutes. Lucky you guys. See you next live, and maybe next time we'll have some chainsaw parts to give away. Later, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for the likes.